Catalonia independence referendum, Spain restricts airspace over Barcelona. Civil aviation, an institution of the Ministry of Development that regulates and controls Spanish airspace, has ordered to restrict flights over the city of Barcelona. The order was made at the request of the Government Delegation in Catalonia amid security fears and mounting tension over the independence referendum. Spain has refused to accept the legitimacy of the vote, calling it unconstitutional and illegal. According to Civil Aviation, a regulator of Spanish airspace, the restriction will affect small planes and helicopters from today until October 2nd. The order is limited to the airspace over parts of the city of Barcelona, L'Hospitalet and a good part of the north of the city, which includes Sant Adrià de Besòs in Badalona. The airport of El Prat de Llobregat is outside the restriction zone. Civil Aviation say the measure is commonly used during sports events such as Formula One or MotoGP championships. It was also used during Champions League matches at Camp Nou in 2014. Catalonia is home to over 7 million people and has its own language and culture. The local government has been demanding a referendum on independence from Spain for the past 5 years. It represents a fifth of Spain's GDP, and parts of the population are angry they pay more taxes to the government than they get in return. Voters will head to the polls on Sunday and answer the question, do you want Catalonia to be an independent state in the form of a republic? Spanish police have been ordered to confiscate referendum materials and prevent buildings being used as polling stations. It is thought that around 3,000 and 4,000 state police officers have been brought into the region for the vote. The Foreign Office has issued advice for Britons traveling to Barcelona and the surrounding areas this weekend, warning that protests could cause disruption. Catalan officials have called on the EU to help them convince Spain to recognize the vote. However, the EU is standing behind Spain and rejecting the referendum. Catalonia's Foreign Affairs Chief Raúl Romeva said civil rights were being violated by Madrid's attempt to quash the vote. Mr. Romeva said, "We call on the EU institutions to stand for their values and principles. Civil rights are being violated and the quality of democracy in Spain is being eroded." The EU has stressed that if Catalonia does secure independence, then it will no longer be a member of the bloc and would have to apply to rejoin.